where you're from and how you became a teacher. Like, what made you want to become a teacher?
Where I'm from?
Mm-hmm.
I'm originally from Brazil, South America. I came to America when I was 3.5, and I loved playing teacher when I was a little girl.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I went into school as a little girl not knowing any English, so I was one of those ESL students.
Wow.
And so I was pulled out of my class to learn the language. I wasn't really encouraged at home to speak English for a long time.
Wow.
Until my parents started learning it. You know, then my dad and mom kind of spoke a little bit of Portuguese, a little bit of English. I would play with my dolls and stuffed animals, school, and so forth. And as I grew older, developed, a love for kids. It just naturally came to me at a young age. I started working with kids probably when I was about 17, before I went away to college. In the Sunday school, worked with the kids. I even taught a class, I think, of 5-year-olds. And then I went away to school, to college, and went to the King's College in New York.
Wow.
And thought I wanted to be a pediatrician because I loved kids, but I also was intrigued with science and took all my science classes in high school so that I would be a pediatrician.
Wow.
So I took biology my freshman year, and I did not do well. And I even got a tutor, and I thought, I prayed about it, felt like God wanted me to, really prayed to see what God wanted me to do with the gift He gave me, and I just started thinking about teaching and pursued that avenue of elementary ed and started taking classes in that. I did my field experience at, field experience I probably did third or fourth grade. Did my student teaching in Yorktown Heights, New York, and I student taught for a kindergarten class, I student taught for a second grade class. And a great experience. And so I pursued and got my elementary education degree, and Mark and I got married right after college, right after college, and I taught a little bit at a preschool, and then I started having kids. So I had all my 4 kids, and I raised them. And then when Angela was in preschool, when Rachel was in preschool, I went back to teaching part-time in a pre-K program. And then I pursued going into public education. And I, took my praxis because I was at a different state. Mm-hmm. And because of all the years experience that I had already, I had 5 years under my belt. The state of North Carolina paid me as if I had that experience.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, it was a few years already under my belt. And so I started working. I applied. I personally handed my resume, and I had a portfolio for this building, which used to be Wake Forest Elementary when it was here. And Mr. Matthews was the principal then, and they interviewed me and hired me. He offered me a job that day.
Wow.
And so they said, as soon as the allotment comes, you'll be our 8th kindergarten teacher. So that was my first year.
8th kindergarten teacher.
8th.
Wow.
I had a lot of kids back then. And so that was my first year teaching.
Wow. So that's quite a road that